And here we go. Hi, I'm Lauren here in the studio at the Central Rhode Island Chamber with Fred Reinhardt, President and CEO of Greenwood Credit Union. Fred, thanks so much for joining us.
Happy to be here. Happy to help, Lauren.
So Fred, we're in unprecedented times. We have businesses and community, and everyone just doesn't know what to do and which direction to turn. We're getting a lot of questions here at the Chamber on finances. Can you help us a little? If someone's suddenly faced with an inability to make their monthly loan payment, what should they do?
Lauren, I think the best thing that anyone should do is to reach out to their lender. I think communication is the most important aspect at this time, and be proactive about it. Don't bury your head in the sand and wait for the lender to call you after you've missed a payment or two. Be proactive, reach out to the lender. In most cases, lenders are interested in helping. Here at the credit union, we are ready. We have plans in place to help those borrowers in need.
Terrific. If they reach out, what should they expect?
Well, I think that folks should expect to be asked a few questions. And so I think it would be helpful if they were prepared to answer the questions. Most lenders are going to want to know what your current financial situation looks like. Essentially, how much income do you have coming into either your business or into your household? And then what are the expenses that are going out? So it would be important to prepare a budget in advance to really help the lender understand the situation.
Terrific. And then what kind of help might a lender be able to provide the borrower who's struggling to make those payments?
There are various options available to lenders, and much depends on the type of loan that you have. In some cases, lenders will be able to adjust your payment so that you're only obligated to make the interest portion. They will defer the principal. In some cases, there's opportunity to defer a whole payment or two until the end of the loan. It gets a little bit more complicated when there are government loans involved. Loans, especially on mortgages that have been sold to Fannie Mae, to Freddie Mac, VA loans, or USDA loans. They're much more structured and have some limited types of modifications and the like that they can provide to the borrower. And the same with student loans. At the moment, government-backed student loans, there are programs in place to really help out. Private student loans might be a little bit different. So each one is different, but definitely reach out to the lender and be proactive about it.
Okay, good to know. So we've got a number of people, as you know, that have been laid off, and more that are anticipated to be laid off. So for a struggling family that needs to get through this short-term financial crisis, what should they do? Where can they go?
Yeah, and in some cases, even with help on making payments that you work out with the lender, the household or the business still needs some money, some liquidity to get them through the crisis. My first thought is always, how can we find money that is interest-free, if possible? So if there are family members that are able to help you, that would be my first recommendation. I also would think about looking at your retirement account. You can borrow against your retirement account, and it's your own money, so you can then set up to repay that over a period of time. I would then talk to your current financial institution about a personal loan. At Greenwood Credit Union, we are providing borrowers with short-term money to help them get through this crisis. And as things move along, even if you have to use a credit card to help get through, think about which ones charge the higher rate. So always use the credit card that has the lowest interest rate on it. And if you can, do not go to a payday lender. There are some things to avoid in these situations. As much as they might make it easy and simple, once you get on a payday borrowing cycle, is very difficult to break, and it's extremely expensive.
Good to know. Thank you. Any final thoughts or suggestions?
Yeah, I would just reiterate, I think it's very important to be proactive, to reach out to your lender and start the communication. Most lenders, like Greenwood Credit Union, are willing to help. Um, I also think too that it's important that you do establish a budget, and especially when there's reduced income in the household, and really come up with what are wants versus needs. You need to put gasoline in the car. You don't need to have a car wash. So little things like that can really help you. But I think most importantly, once we come out of this crisis, and it's only temporary, I think it's really important that folks establish an emergency savings account. And at Greenwood Credit Union, we can help you do that. We've got some techniques to help you establish a savings account so that if something unfortunate like this happens again, you'll be better prepared to ride through it utilizing your own savings.
Terrific. Fred, thank you so much. I know we're going to have lots more questions for our viewers on Facebook. Post your comments. We'll answer them as quickly as we possibly can. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate all your
Y-
thoughts and suggestions.
You're welcome, Lauren. Happy to help. And folks can always reach Greenwood Credit Union on our website at greenwoodcu.org or at our main number, 739-4600.
Wonderful. Thanks again.